Darrell, first of all, just wanted to start with something that you talked about the other night, about you perhaps being a few weeks behind where you wanted to be. How's that going, and where you want to be and where the team's up to at the minute?
Yeah, I think training minutes is important for that, but I think we're going to Saturday's game. Burton will show whether it's been a reasonable start or a poor start, to be honest with you, points total wise. I always sort of knew that August was going to be a challenging month for where we was, and for loads and loads of different reasons. So, and the performances, the two-home performances have been very good, in my opinion. Been solid performances at home. Away from home, Exeter was a shambles, to be honest with you. We're miles off it as a team and as a collective unit. And then MK Dons, we've really chucked the points away there, to be honest with you. I think on the stats all coming back to us, they had a 6% chance of winning the game. Ours was like 70%. So the performance, while not being cohesive and the cohesion and the patterns that I wanted in the game, it was still wasn't a disaster performance. We just lost the game out of nothing, to be honest with you. So we have to regroup, and then another tough challenge awaits this Saturday.
How hard is it to get those players minutes that you want, maybe when, like you say, you've started late with your pre-season through not your own faults, but to try and balance that and to still win games?
Yeah, it's a juggling act in a tough league, but I think you can already see that League One's going to be very, very competitive, and even in these early stages, and making sure that we're getting competitive and better through the course of the season is key for me, which most of my sides do that I manage. So we have belief in what we're doing and what we're working towards. That'll be the case, and you have to take these stumbling blocks along the way, which I don't have a problem with, to be honest with you. I'm quite calm and composed about it. You know, we still obviously need one or two other bodies coming into the building to add to the group, and then we'll be in a very good place.
From your perspective, having managed in this league before, is it tougher now, do you think?
Is it tougher now? I think, just going back to reiterating what I've just said then, it was always going to be a tough opening period for us, with the amount of games that come in a short space of time, with players coming back from long-term injuries, with recruitment being a little bit later than ideal than we'd have been, with us having to recruit a little bit later because of the lateness of the season. So it becomes a massive mixed bag went into it. What I will be doing and demanding and expecting is that we start getting a lot better. And you know, the demands that I'll be putting on my players, my staff, myself, that we get better and better and better. And that's where we need to be to continue on that upward path. Yes, there'll be a few knocks on the way, but I want to see that as players are getting up to where I think they need to be, and the levels of performance are picking up.
Just give us an insight into what your working days are like at the moment. You said August is a tough month. You've got a window. You've got to try and get people up to speed. So yours and your staff's working days at the minute, what are they like? How busy are they?
We love our jobs. Listen, I'm really enjoying my job. I'm privileged to be Port Vale manager, and you know, to lead the team into League One. And we just want to continue that development at the football club, and continue to grow it, to keep moving forward, to take these little setbacks that you get along the way, but looking at the bigger picture of where we need to be and where we need to go in short term and long term are key to keep doing that.
Are they long days at the minute though for you lot?
Yeah, they are, but like, listen, you know, I'm me complaining, like I said, I love my job, I like keeping busy, it keeps keeping busy, I'm getting better.
You just mentioned there about recruitment, some more to come then, you hope, before the end of the window?
Oh yeah, definitely, there'll definitely be some more recruitment before the end of the window, certainly attacking options we still need to look at. Good news is we've got Worrell and Gavin Macy returning from injury. Willow should be back early September as well. So we're starting to look positive on the injury front a little bit. We're starting to look positive that we're getting minutes into other players. You know, Chris Hussey's been out with a long-term injury, got some minutes the other day. And we're starting to get everybody up to what I call full speed. And hopefully in the next few weeks, and certainly after Saturday's game, it gives us a weak platform. We'll have a bounce game on Monday where other lads will get more minutes into the game, and then we can hopefully start seeing a bit more consistent performances, but also some consistent team selections, some consistent cohesion in the team.
Just lastly, very quickly, about Burton, not a side that you can take lightly, because MK Dons is kind of in the same position.
Doesn't really matter. Listen, the early, I think 10-12 games you have an assessment of the season, and I think if after the 2-3 games they've been this season, 4 games have been this season, there's not a lot in the league already, and the games that I've watched a lot of League One games already of opposition we're playing, and other games they've been very, 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 very close and very competitive. So I'd expect the picture to stay relatively the same.